Fins up. Stephen A., are the Dolphins on the same level as the Bills?
I still don't think so. I don't think yesterday was an indication of that. I give their defense a lot of props. 2 key stops down the stretch, no doubt about that. I give them props. But I don't believe you'll ever see the Bills in the Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs era be this bad. They were mistake prone on special teams. Obviously, Josh Allen missed the touchdown pass to McKenzie on the right side of the end zone near the end of the game. Of course, you had a botched field goal. You had a lot of things going on. I mean, Stephon Diggs catching cramps because the heat was a bit too much. We get all of that. I just think about the things that transpired, and I say those circumstances customarily would not be there. I'm not taking anything away from the Miami Dolphins, who have vastly improved. We get all of that. And to win a football game with Tyreek Hill only catching a couple of receptions for 33 yards is a big deal. The flip side to it, however, is this. The Buffalo Bills will never be this mistake prone again, especially Josh Allen. And I think that's why I don't peel as much as a lot of people are trying to peel from this. I respect the Dolphins, but I don't think that's the Buffalo Bills team that we'll see for the rest of the season. I think yesterday there were some mitigating circumstances that affected what was going on with them.
And I say yes, they do. I say absolutely they're there because of the way they won that game. You already elaborated on the absence of Tyreek Hill in making big plays and being there. But that defense showed up, man. And what I didn't expect that defense to be able to do that to the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, you're talking about the mistakes they made, but they had so many more plays to make those mistakes. They ran 51 more plays than the Miami Dolphins. 51 more plays, and you still lose that game with all that offense you have with Josh Allen, who's the favorite to win MVP, and you still come back Miami's defense and stop that. I hear people talking about the heat. Get out of here with all of that. Stop making excuses. I had talked to Tyreek Hill last week. Tyreek Hill told me, we will beat this team. We will beat this team. I didn't pick them. I went with Buffalo because Tyreek told me we are trying to get this attitude throughout the locker room where we're not hoping to win, but we're expecting to win. I said, well, Buffalo already has that attitude. So I took Buffalo. But what I saw yesterday says, yes, they are on the same level with the Buffalo Bills. They didn't even unveil their greatest weapon. They didn't even have to use that greatest weapon, and they still won that football game. Dan, I'm going to tell you something, Dan. Listen, I get an NFL packet, right? Gives me all the stuff, gives me all the numbers. I look at this stuff sometimes, and I'm like, is this true? I didn't know that Tua was 9-1 in his last 10 starts. It's in that packet. I was like, this is insane. This is incredible because we don't see Tua as this kind of quarterback. We're still questioning Tua if Tua is a franchise quarterback. This is why you are having issues with it. Last week, we started with that same question. Do you believe in Tua? You said no then. The man just beat the best team in the AFC and the best team in the NFL, and you're still saying no now. What must this man do, Dan, to get him across the water?
Playmaker, that is an incredible stat, 9-1 in his last 10 games. I didn't know that till you just said it. I mean, that is big time. You guys know me. I've been on the Tua train for a long time. They're not on the same level as the Bills. I mean, in my opinion, they're not there. But that level is very close, and that level is much closer than people thought. I remember saying all offseason, I'm telling everyone that team down in Florida is much closer to the Buffalo Bills than people want to admit, and it was the people up in New England. And there is a very different contrast between those two teams. Here's the thing where they are offensively. You know why they won the game yesterday? Number one, ball placement. I mean, this throw by Tua is dumb. 3rd and 22 down the middle of the field. Playmaker, you know that, the post in between the safeties. The ball placement by Tua right now is why you took him number 5. This ball on the back hip of Waddle's fantastic, and that's why they're winning football games. The second thing is, you want to know what's crazy? Their head coach ain't getting enough credit for how good he is, Mike McDaniel. The Buffalo Bills in the first 2 weeks of the season led the NFL in pressures, 25. They led the NFL in sacks. They pressured Tua 4 times yesterday. They had 1 sack. Mike McDaniel was like, you ain't going to win this game because your defensive line. Right. And I agree with you guys. Their defense, we didn't talk enough about Miami's defense all year.
We did not.
Or all offseason because Tyreek and Jalen Waddle and Tua, their defense played fantastic, and it is fantastic. But I can't go there. I can't sit here and say 1 week after watching Buffalo on Monday Night Football, that's the best team in the NFL. That is the Super Bowl favorite, and you're going to have to go beat them because they didn't get a field goal off at the end of the half. They missed a field goal in the second half. They had 4 starters out on defense. They had 3 offensive linemen go out on offense. I can't sit here and say when they got 90%, when they go against each other, they're on the same level, but Miami is right there, right there.
They're climbing. Hold on. They're climbing. But let's. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.